All right, we're back.
Hey, we're back.
Red Sox,
Episode
double Red
52.
Sox hat. Double Red
Oh,
Sox.
wow,
hat.
double Red Sox hat. Look at us.
Ooh, clean.
So clean.
Episode. What? You got another new shirt on, huh?
Yeah, this is it. Iron Mike.
Mike T.
Iron Mike.
Hell
Mike T.
yeah.
Yeah, it's another good
Hell
one.
yeah.
Another good one.
Right on. So we're back. Episode 50.
56.
56. Wow. I forgot to shout out last time. 55. What's that kid's name from UNC? Harrison Ingram.
Oh.
Shout out number 55. Definitely don't have a 56.
56. I'm trying to think of O lineman.
Adam McQuaid was 54, right?
Yeah, McQuaid was 54. 56. I cannot think of a 56.
Can't think of it. This is going to be a struggle from here on out. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Sneak attack.
Welcome in.
We're back,
We're so
baby.
bad. I missed you.
Missed you too. I know.
I didn't have anyone to hang out with.
No.
Here, guy, you are having a tough time.
What the f-
Yeah, here on out, it's going to be really tough. Really, really tough. Especially when we get to triple digits.
Oh, man. Going to be in a world of
It's gonna
pain.
be way worse.
We're going to have
Way
to end the
worse.
podcast. That's the only
Yeah.
option, I think.
99.
It's Wednesday the 7th, February 7th.
That it is. Very exciting
Pretty
stuff.
crazy.
I'm recovering currently. I think I'm on the upswing. I'm going to keep telling myself I'm on the upswing.
Yeah,
Sickest I've ever been, maybe. Oh my
Really?
God.
Ever?
I don't know, but it felt insane.
Okay. Yeah, that's
So I did this cool thing. Here's a warning for you young folk out there.
Okay.
I did this cool thing Monday night. Got together with a bunch of friends spontaneously, as spontaneous as it gets, and really chill night. Just stayed in, had a couple beverages, a couple
as one
on a
does,
Monday
yeah.
night. On Monday night, right?
Who cares?
Crazy. We're in college. No, whatever. I only had 2 classes on Tuesday.
Mhm.
They were both 4 hours long. So only had 8 hours of classes on Tuesday. Thought, might as
Wow.
well, nothing crazy.
No,
And then I thought, at 1 a.m., let's all go to the gym. I didn't get a workout in today.
yeah.
I was like, is it crazy to hit the gym right now? Everyone else was like, it's the greatest idea of all time. I also thought the same. I had maybe the most intense workout I have had in months. I mean, 650 mile, greatest mile time I've had. It was insane, like pushing my body to the absolute limit. And the whole time I'm like, this is going to be great because I'm going to wake up, not hungover at all. Like
Right.
zero hangover because I'm sweating it all out now. Zero science behind this thinking, by the way.
No,
Zero
yeah, I
science.
know, but it's there.
I'll just mere theory by me.
It's
I wake up yesterday morning. I can't move. Can't move.
That is
Can't
so
move
weird.
one bit. Can't move.
Yeah, no.
I look it up, and it's like, is that a good thing to do? Mixing alcohol with exercise? Like, resounding, unanimous answer from the internet is like, do not do that. Do not do that. Like,
Okay.
you will not be able to recover. It'll be horrible. Like, all this, and this. So that wasn't great. And then counter that with one of the people I was hanging out with the night before recently had the flu, same exact symptoms. Pretty sure I got the flu. But
Someone you were hanging out with, or was it
yeah. It was just present, but we were sharing glasses. So I was worried.
classes? Right, the night before
Right.
on a Sunday, sharing
Monday.
classes.
Monday. No, Monday is sharing
Right.
glasses, like glass, like
Glasses. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
yes.
Is that what you kids call it nowadays?
Right. Yeah. That's it. So, So
Right.
here I am. I was like so sore yesterday. Oh, it's horrible. And now today I just feel like I have a cold. So we're on the
Okay,
way
so essentially, you just said a bunch of words that basically meant like you're just a bitch now in LA. You're just a bitch.
back. Yeah, I think so. Well, no, now I'm trying to not be today. Yesterday I was.
No, I'm kidding. You are a beast. I wouldn't even go to the gym. If I went to the gym for 10 minutes, it'd be the hardest workout I've ever had in my life. So tells you something.
There you go. Yes.
I played basketball and I was sidelined for like two days just from playing
couldn't move.
basketball.
Getting old.
It's
Getting
crazy.
old.
It's crazy how
Mhm.
how out of shape. I wouldn't even call it out of shape because what is it if you've never been in shape?
Right. It's just like your body doesn't move the same way. So it's
Like it's not like
oh,
I'm not in shape anymore. It's like I've never been a physically fit person in my life.
Right,
So that's what I am. It's not like I'm so tired because I haven't been working out. It's like no, I just have never worked out in my life and I'm just
And now
fat.
it's worse.
It's bad. It's just getting progressively worse. And
we're early 20s, so God.
I'm also fighting. I'm just gonna say like I'm fighting a mean canker sore right now, like up here.
Oh yeah, up in there.
I don't know what
Those
to
are the
do.
worst.
I don't know
What have you been up to?
I don't know because those aren't like
Yeah.
anything to do with that. I looked it up.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
Yeah.
huge.
Those are on the outside of the lip.
Oh, gotcha.
So I think I just
safety.
got it. I think it's like from a cut or something.
Ooh, those suck.
I've been
Now,
eating
all
nails.
that's all
I've
you're
been eating
thinking
nails
about.
for breakfast.
Just so good.
Definitely not helping the canker sore, eating the nails.
No. I went to the grocery store yesterday, like having not eaten anything for the entire day, so hungry, and I spent $170.
Yeah, I made 14 chicken cutlets today because I hadn't eaten all day, and it was 4:00, and I just made them
14.
all. Yeah, I
Okay,
only had like
cool.
3 of them, but
Meal
I
prep.
got chicken
Meal
cutlets
prep.
for the week. Yeah.
There you go. That's huge.
Healthy, fit guy.
It's a meal prep night for me tonight, so I'm pumped about that.
That's awesome. I'm really proud of you.
So huge. So huge.
Other big news in my life. The Dead Company, if there's any Grateful Dead fans listening out there, I saw one comment about my poster, which I loved. But
Yes.
they're playing the Sphere in Vegas
Right.
in May,
May-ish?
June, and July. May, June,
Hell
July.
yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
I'm just going out there with my family July 4th weekend.
Really?
Yeah, just going out.
That's got to be unreal. Wow.
Yeah, my dad bought
Whole
tickets for like 3 nights, huh?
Whole fam.
Yeah, so we planned like years ago to go to Yellowstone and like Jackson Hole area for a couple nights.
That's right.
And so it was like got delayed because COVID or something, or like we booked it too late or whatever it was. And so we're gonna do it this summer, and we did that, booked that trip, and then my dad was looking at these Grateful Dead tickets, who is, by the way, for some context, is the reason I like the Grateful Dead, and like he's a bigger Deadhead than I am. We were talking about like looking at these tickets on pre-sale, like gonna buy them, and I was like, I don't have enough money to buy them, blah blah blah. And then he just texted me while I was in class, and he was like, yeah, I bought a bunch of tickets, and I was like, hell yeah. And he bought tickets that you can't resell.
Okay.
So I was like, looks like we're going. And he was like, yeah, I think we're just going to parlay it with that other trip, which I was like, huge.
So huge.
So huge.
Huge.
The only thing I worry about is like 2 weeks with the family, but like we'll make it work.
No, you'll make it work.
No, we'll make it work. But yeah, that's huge. And now he's like, I think we need to sell the last night tickets because like we don't need to go to all 3 shows and we can get the money back. I was like, well, you bought the ones you can't resell. So
Can't do them.
I don't know what you want me to do here, but
you'll be there no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the big.
Last time we talked to you, your dad was threatening to do that. So I'm pumped he actually did that.
Yeah, he pulled the trigger. That's big news for me. They're going to be supposedly their last gig with John Mayer, so I love him. So that's going to be huge. I don't know. It's just like that's the only thing keeping my week up. I mean, it's the middle of February. It's freezing out here, and every day seems to tie into the next. So,
gotcha.
Any good news will like lift your week.
Of course, we had. I shouldn't be complaining about the weather, but we just had like the apocalypse for like 4 days.
I did hear about that.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking it's so funny how some cities and towns just aren't built for certain weather. Like,
not at all.
It rained, but it wasn't like a historical amount of rain. It wasn't like
it was. Yeah, it was just like it was like a constant rain ish for like 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days, and it was like the whole town is underwater. Like LA is flooded.
Yep.
It's just crazy how some places aren't built for that. Like in my second cousins or whatever live in North Carolina, like kind of inland, like near Raleigh. And when they get like frost or even like a couple inches of snow, they have to shut down the schools for like 2 weeks because
all the schools were canceled here.
Yeah, they don't have shovels. They don't have snow plows. It's like, well, you're not that far south. Like it's not crazy that it'll get cold in the winter. Like you don't just get a shovel, just buy a shovel. Yeah. But they don't. They just don't have them. So
it's so wild. Like New England can, obviously prep for like any sort of weather. Here it's like, and I kept going outside too because I was waiting for like like hurricane like conditions. You know what I mean? Like,
and it was just rain.
It's right outside here. I waited to be like, oh wow, is it crazy? No, it was just like, just rain.
Yeah,
just rain.
And we don't even have it bad. Like we don't have it bad in like here in Boston. Like I can't imagine going to school in like somewhere in Canada or something with the snow. Yeah. But like. We'll have like 5 inches of snow and like we'll just go to school. But anywhere else in America, they'd be like, anywhere else like in the South, it'd be like we have to shut down the town for the year.
Yep, they shut down. They canceled all the like high schools, middle schools, and everything here for like 3 days. It's because there are mountains that are here, and so I guess that all just runs off the mountains as well, which is crazy. So and the roads just are built. The driving here, I know I've said it, but oh my god, it is good. It is unreal. It's crazy. No, it's horrible. Like the other drivers. Wow.
Really? Wow. Yeah, we get like Massholes have this
not a thing
connotation of being bad drivers, but like we're just confident.
Nope.
Like anywhere else, we just go.
It's not like it's not comparable at all.
Yeah.
Massachusetts to California.
Everyone
Oh
else
my
is
God.
just dumb. Like that's the most masshole thing ever. Everyone else is just dumb.
It's so
Like
true.
we cross the street when there's no cars coming.
Yes.
If you do that anywhere else, people are like, "Oh my God, you're gonna get smoked!" Like now it's making me think of Kevin when he was drunk that time.
Yeah.
Which
She's like, dude, I'm telling the cop, oh, I'm from Boston.
I'm
He's
from
like,
Boston, dude.
"Don't
It's
care.
fine. He was hammered.
Don't care.
He was like, some guy just died like on the second road over.
Down the street. Down the street.
All right, so
All right,
episode 56.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little Boston sports update because the people deserve
right.
it. We deserve it. Maybe talk a little bit about some basketball stuff, a little basketball update, and then we'll obviously end the show with the Super Bowl, little Super Bowl preview. Just a preview of my Super Bowl preview. I am a dumb person, so
you're a dumb person. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't have any like football stuff to talk about.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just like I was looking at the thing and it was like I was like reading articles and I was like I don't care about like the run game or anything. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna be a dumb American and like eat a bunch of food, drink beer, and bet on stupid bets. So.
Nice, that's awesome.
I'm just letting the people know.
I'm pumped for the bets. Do you have bets?
Dude, it's insane.
Okay, I'm pumped about those.
It is insane.
That'll be exciting.
Okay. All right, little Boston sports update. Where do you want to start here? Big Red Sox news today.
Yeah, we could start with the Sox. So it's been obviously been quite the off season, meaning nothing has happened this off season, and many.
Yeah, the main headline is that like we hate the Red Sox because nothing has happened.
Yeah, and truck day just happened, which is like I always forget. Like sometimes it's I don't know. It's like sometimes they make like a big thing out of it. You can tell the off season hasn't been going well when like truck day is like a huge event.
Truck day?
It's when they just the truck goes from Worcester to Fenway, then down to JetBlue. It's just all the equipment gets sent down JetBlue, right? Crazy. But
dude, did they do the Glove Day video?
What's that?
You never watched the Glove Day videos growing up?
No, I feel like I know.
Oh, you weren't a baseball person. That's right. You weren't really a baseball kid, dude. You weren't playing baseball.
No, I didn't play it. I didn't play it really.
Dude, the Glove Day videos. Anyone that ever played baseball know what I'm talking about. That was the best part of spring training. It was like the Wilson team would bring just duffel bags of A2000s and A2Ks to like the training facilities, and players would be like, "Oh yeah, this one's pretty good, man. Let me break this in." And they would have this Asian guy who was like 5'2", like sit on these gloves for like 20 minutes and break them in, and in like 25 minutes they would be like game ready. And you would just watch him like breaking these gloves, and they'd be like, "How's this?" to the first baseman, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I like the colors." Like they'd be all custom and shit. And then you go on the Wilson website and make like a custom A2000. It was unreal. Yeah. And that's when you like spring is starting to sprung is starting to spring.
Yep.
And you would go get your glove out of the garage, which is still frozen solid, and like start throwing a baseball in it. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew it was summer.
That's awesome. You put your glove under your mattress? I used to do
that. No, because it was like uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I got a mallet. I got a DP15, which was Dustin Pedroia's version of the A2000, and I would just sit there like this and just pound it with a mallet.
That's awesome.
And then I would hold it like this way because I would just watch the videos on how to break it in, and I would just. Of course. I mean, my glove was soft as hell.
Yeah, you learned.
Yeah,
that's
awesome. I was terrible, but it was awesome.
Those are like old like Nesson special videos like that were always really awesome.
But they would bring this guy and all these duffel bags to every single team facility. So it'd be like the Mariners, and they would have like green and blue gloves.
That's so cool.
And then they'd go to like the Orioles, and they'd be orange and black, and they were like so sick. I don't know. It was like a 2014 baseball special, and I just loved it.
Yeah, that's the best. That does sound awesome. So that's been going on. Baseball is threatening to start again. I guess we can just get into the new big news, and that's Theo Epstein is back with the Red Sox.
Oh, okay. That wasn't my big news, but yeah, he is.
What was your big news?
The documentary that's been announced. Yeah. That's
Netflix is making a documentary on the 2024 Red Sox.
They're also making one, which would be cool. They're also making one on the 2004 Red Sox, which will actually be interesting.
I heard a little bit about that because my connect within the organization did a couple interviews for them last fall.
Nice. That's gonna be awesome to watch.
So,
but yeah, the documentary this year. I mean, I was thinking about it, and it's just going to be like, oh, the Red Sox have been eliminated from the playoffs in record time, and and it's like Tanner Houck versus Garrett Whitlock on who's going to be the fourth pitcher. Like it's or the
or the first
Or
pitcher.
the first, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess. No,
Yeah.
I'm high on Brian Bello. Brian.
He's cool. Brian, yeah.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I thought about though, because it's like weird that this poor ownership wants to like bring people in to highlight everything.
Right?
So it's like what, like they don't want to get exploited for being like, I'm not
It's
paying
very
for the
strange.
Red Sox. So
And
I
so
figure it's either like a scam to get fans
money.
interested, money, which it probably will be, which then the documentary will suck because it's like I don't want to watch like Raphael, whatever that dude's name is, Rafaela.
Oh yeah, Rafaela or whatever.
Rafaela. I don't want to watch him taking batting practice.
Right.
But if it's like, if it's actually about the organization and things going on and bringing up players and like where the money's being spent, then it would be a really cool documentary. It should be like this historic organization's not succeeding. Why is it happening? But clearly it won't be that. That's the only way it'd be a cool
documentary. That'd be so cool. I hope to do like, an episode. My theory is they're going to do like 10 minutes on like the fans hate the Red Sox now.
Yeah.
But here's what we're doing. And then that'll be it.
And then it's just 5 hours of Masataka Yoshida, which I would love. Yeah. That's all I need.
Well, that's true. I would love that as well. The thing is, like, up until this new news, I would be cool with trying the Red Sox ownership group for war crimes, but I'm all the way in on the Theo Epstein thing. Like all the way in on that. That's huge. And for me, like, there's probably the cynical view would be like, they're just doing this to like appease the fans, but at the same time, like you read into what that's going to be, and it's really promising, and it's definitely an admission by the ownership that like, hey, we've been fucking this up for the last like 5 years. Yeah. This has not been great. So let's bring in maybe the greatest GM in Red Sox history. We'll bring him back. And it's like, I was like, what is he going to do? Because originally he was an advisor to Fenway Sports Group. And I was like, huh. Then I looked into it and it's like, no, he's going to be Breslow's mentor and like very much involved with like getting the Red Sox back to the, when he was there 03 to 11. And I'm so in on that. I mean, which is funny about this Epstein thing is just for me is in the last sort of year, I've become so much more of an Epstein guy because my connect not Jeff, not the New York financier, Theo Epstein, former GM of the Red Sox and the Cubs. My connect
that's your connect is Jeff.
Right. That's the that's the link. Is the link. Yeah. Within the Red Sox organization, he hired Theo back in the day.
Oh, did he really?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, that's just amazing.
Hired him as an 18-year-old intern. And so has a gazillion Theo stories. So that I've just been hearing. And I'm like, oh, so this guy's like a prodigy, like he's savant. Yeah. And clearly, he lived up to the hype. And so I'm like, just getting that guy. I always thought like, damn, imagine he was still around. Like that would be sick, like really right the ship. So I'm pumped about that. Just in terms of it's a step in the right direction. Maybe more so that it's an admission by the ownership that like, hey, we kind of suck.
Yeah, I also don't think you can have too many steps in the wrong direction at this point. Like it's just
exactly.
Bringing someone in that's been successful before is a win, regardless.
Right.
And I don't know too much about Theo Epstein, but anyone with the last name Epstein, like I'm confident they can do business. They can conduct business well.
It's not crazy to say. It's not crazy.
Like that. I mean, Jeff Epstein, terrible guy, great businessman.
Yep. Theo Epstein, pretty great guy, great businessman. So
we'll take two. We'll double down.
He's all time. He there's the famous story of in like 06 maybe. There's a bunch of like shit going on with his contract extension. And that's when like the Red Sox were the talk of the town, obviously in Boston. Yeah. They just won in 04. And it was Halloween. And it's like craziness. The media's like going nuts about like, they're like, oh, Theo's not going to resign. And he leaves, like all the media is swarming Fenway Park. And so he leaves Fenway in one of his employees' gorilla costumes for Halloween, dressed in a full gorilla suit.
I do remember. Yeah, I do remember that story. That is, that's crazy. Yeah.
So there's definitely some shit there. I also looked into I have a concern actually with the Red Sox.
Just one?
I just sort of thought about. Just one, yeah, right. Yeah. The only two good things about this organization right now, I think Theo's probably another one now, but is Devers and Cora, right?
I mean,
in
there's
terms of guys that are like not minor leaguers,
okay. What
right?
about Tristan Casas? Is it good?
Yeah, Tristan Casas is good too. But I mean, in terms of like proven guys, like those are the headliners of the organization right now.
Oh yeah,
And
we have one professional baseball player on our team.
right, and a really great manager still,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
though this team is horrendous. Who's to say? Like Devers is locked up for the future. Who's to say Cora doesn't leave? Like,
I mean, not me. I'm not to say that.
like, but it's like, I mean,
I could be to say that. No, yeah, I don't.
like that would really suck, you know? Like
No,
he's a
because
great manager.
and he's also one of the youngest managers still.
Yes, like we could have him for the next 15 years, and that could just
more
never
than
be a
that.
problem that we'd have to
Yeah,
worry about is the
yeah,
manager. Like,
yeah.
oh, I just thought about that. I'm like, what if we just keep down this path for the next 2 years? That guy from Milwaukee just got $8 million to go to the Cubs, and he's like pretty
Yeah.
good.
I
For
guess
like,
I guess it's like where like our main thing, our main advertising is that we're the Red Sox.
yep, that's
That's
it.
really all we have. It's
And we
that
also got a bunch of like good 18-year-olds.
it's like we have Fenway Park.
Awesome,
We're the Red Sox.
awesome.
I'm gonna go. Then I'm gonna go Rafael Devers. Actually, no. Then I'm gonna go I'm gonna go like no. What should I go next? I'm either going Rafael Devers, all the 18-year-olds,
Boston in the summer.
or like the marathon game.
Yep, yep.
That's our five.
Yeah, that's it.
That's our
That's
top
it.
five things.
The 18-year-olds who won't be playing until 2027.
Yeah, that's your only reason to stay, which aren't terrible reasons.
No, they aren't. They're better than some.
I'd rather coach like the terrible Red Sox than pretty much any other mediocre team in the MLB.
No, true. But imagine like the Dodgers are just like, hey, Alex,
Yeah.
here's 10 million. All right, see you later. In a heartbeat. So
Right.
oh God, that would suck. But I was really looking into our rookies as well. Not our rookies, our farm system players. There is so much.
yeah,
I didn't
he's supposed to
realize
be-
you said
I mean,
this a couple weeks
I
ago.
saw
I did not
a video,
realize how much
not a
hype there is
video.
about
Someone
Casas,
tweeted it out like
going into this year.
he was projected. He is like a
Really
dark
good.
horse for like AL MVP. Like he's gonna be. It wouldn't be crazy, and he's young. Like he was born in
I saw
2000.
this thing was like he'll probably be better than
He was born
Devers.
in 2000, and like Masataka Yoshida is like
Yeah.
like 6-7 years older than him.
Yeah, so he's
And
on.
he was just a rookie, so it's like they were both rookies in the same class, and he's still got 7 years to develop to where Masataka Yoshida was.
Yeah.
So he definitely has the potential to turn into an
Yeah.
all-star, and on a team with no real all-stars besides Devers, like
Yeah.
he can flourish. You know, he doesn't have to worry about, which isn't really a baseball thing. There's like no stars competing on the same team, but he can, if he's going to get the at-bats, he's going to, I mean, it's not really that hard to be a good defensive first
Right.
baseman. So yeah, I think he definitely has the potential to have a really good year. I don't know MVP caliber year, but if we can
Right.
get to a decent wild card spot, I don't know. It's not crazy. We can't because we don't have any pitchers, but
So there's this kid too that I found out about today. His name's Roman Anthony. You heard about him?
is he? Wait, no, maybe not.
He's a farm system guy. He's a leapfrog Marcelo Meyer.
Yeah, I have heard
terms
about
of,
this
like-
kid. We have 3 prospects that are like
Yeah.
top 20 or something.
Yeah. And it's like him, Meyer, and that other kid. Is Bello still counted in that?
No,
I
Brian
forget.
Bello
He might
played
just be.
like pitch last year
Yeah, okay, that's what I
for the
thought.
Sox.
Well,
What
there might be
what
there's Tyler Tell.
what position is that kid? Do you know? I know we have a good
He's a
catcher.
center fielder,
Okay, so
outfielder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I mean,
So I have a lot of positive buzz about him. Again, so it's like I feel like it's been a while since the Red Sox had like a handful of young guys,
Yeah.
like in the pipeline, like since like the Mookie Betts,
right. And
class.
I've seen videos too of all 3 of those guys like hanging out at like Chipotle, like just like
Yes.
being guys. So it'd be awesome if they're all on the team together and the chemistry is like awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a positive for sure. I gotta hope that they don't mess this up. One of them's gonna end up getting traded, I'd imagine. But let's.
I'd imagine as well. It's just like the Fenway Sports Group thing. If we had any other ownership right now, I'd be like, okay, we can let these guys develop.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, we've talked about it before. Being the Red Sox, like being the Boston Red Sox, a high market team, but not acting like a high market team. Like we're just tanking and like being bad for a couple years, but you can't say it and you can't really act like it. Like you still have to. You can't full tank really. Because you're the
Right.
Boston Red
And
Sox.
also,
you can't just
in baseball like good at all, like
yeah. Because what do you get? Like no one cares about the draft.
you get a number 1 draft pick in 6 years. Oh my god!
Yeah, I know. I don't
Jesus,
understand. I'm not gonna lie
crazy.
to you. I still don't understand baseball really at all. So
I don't either. But I am legitimately pumped with the Theo stuff. I think that's gonna be
yeah, it should be good because our like whole theory of just get the best guys doesn't really work in baseball.
No, I think there is such like a cause and effects, obviously, but like the Pablo Sandoval deal and like the Hanley Ramirez deals, they'll like, okay, cool, we'll never give a big contract ever again, and it's like, okay, well,
I know.
I like,
Man.
yeah, you missed on two, and it's like those were
Chris
bad.
Sale.
Yeah,
Kind
but
of.
Chris Sale won the World Series. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I think he signed a deal after that.
after was it after? Yeah, I think
And then it was like, oh, you've played 20 total games since the World Series, something like that. Like,
yeah, that's true. So,
all right, let's keep moving. Red Sox, we'll see about that documentary, but probably going to be garbage. Bruins, I didn't even take any notes. I'm still not in on the Bruins yet, or hockey in general.
Bruins, they play the Canucks on Thursday. That'll be fun. Best team in the
Hell
league.
yeah.
They
Vancouver.
just got smacked around by the Flames. They have some issues.
This what?
This team, they're the Bruins. They're really good, but they like tend to not be physical in some games, which is a little concerning.
Okay,
so,
well, they're also
again, they're not last year. Last year they were the best regular season team that's ever existed. So,
but also if they're not physical, like half their team's either super old or super young. It seems like so. Those are both age groups that won't be physical in hockey.
Yeah,
it also like we weren't supposed to be great this year, and now we're like competing, which is fun.
Good. Yeah. BU beat upset BC in the Beanpot.
I know. I was looking at tickets, dude, like $180. So
that's what I was gonna go like a year or two ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I bet these are like I'll totally spend like $50 on tickets. No, it was like 180.
Like 180. Okay. Like I don't watch hockey anyway. I'm not gonna go to that.
I imagine the students get them free or way discounted. Surely, right? Like if you're like Northeastern or like BU,
probably
right. BU has the next number one overall pick, who may in fact end up going to Chicago, and he is filthy. So
I also love how in hockey, like you can just be in college and be like, yeah, I play for the.
I play for the Devils, but I'm on BU. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Okay. Keep moving.
One more hockey thing. PWHL Boston.
PWHL Boston champs.
Yeah, champs. Are they probably? But Hillary Knight.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The women's hockey league just started.
Just started champs.
I was like, really? I don't know. New professional women's hockey league just started, and Hillary Knight just got named IIHF Female Player of the Year award, which that's like FIFA for hockey. Okay, so it's like global organization. Just got named Player of the Year. She's like fucking Wayne Gretzky for female hockey, and she plays for Boston.
Of the Player of the World?
Yeah. For Boston.
Oh, there's definitely good women's hockey teams in Europe too.
And she plays for Boston, so she's cracked.
Hell yeah!
She won like 4 gold medals or something.
That's crazy.
Where's
she from?
USA.
USA has won 4 women's.
I believe so. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, crazy, right?
That's a dynasty. Yeah, that's cool. I don't really care.
Yeah, I think that's what catapulted this league, because like the USA's national hockey team has been really good for the women the last couple of years.
You know what's crazy? Like probably 10,000 times more people watch like Aiden Ross streams than that.
Oh, way more.
10,000 times though? That's a lot.
I know, it's crazy. The Aiden Ross stuff is wild.
Yeah, I never really got into that stuff.
I never really got into him either, but he's so huge. It's wild.
Yeah, crazy big. Yeah,
he's so big. That stuff happened with Playboy Cardi, and like Soulja Boy like called him. He was like, dude, I
saw a clip of him after the Drake thing happened, and he called, like sent a voice memo to Drake, and he was like, "Yo, you're so successful with your whole life and everything, and you got a big cock." And then Drake replied and was just like, "Ha ha ha, yeah."
To Drake, just to Drake,
yeah, to Drake,
yeah.
I know.
He's crazy. I must have missed that. Like all of a
Drake's
sudden,
penis?
No, I didn't miss that. Aiden Ross.
Oh yeah,
I knew of him for a little while, and then I was like,
I think it was a COVID thing. I think he used to have people come on and like rap. I know there's one clip of him. I forget who it is though.
Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, whatever. I don't understand.
Me neither. All right,
we're the next. Okay, Patriots.
Patriots. I'm not for Patriots.
Okay, most of my stuff I got about the Patriots are all the hires we've made.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hires, so I'm going to run through them.
Okay, cool.
I think these 2 were today or yesterday. Bobby Brown.
Who's that? I didn't see Bob Brown.
Somewhere in the front office.
Okay, cool.
Alonzo Highsmith.
Yeah, I saw him.
Also somewhere in the front office. Alex Van Pelt, who I will just tell you now I'm in on. as our offensive coordinator. Ben McAdoo, offensive assistant. Jeremy Montgomery, D-line coach. And T.C. McCartney, quarterbacks coach. And probably a few others.
We hired Jeremy Springer to be our special teams coach. He was the Rams special teams coach.
Yes, he was. So, I mean, I guess the biggest news would obviously be
as well, offensive line coach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, clearly. All right. All of them besides Bobby Brown and T.C. McCartney worked under Elliott Wolf in Green Bay at some point, which is like good because we'll all be on the same page, I guess. But it's like it seems like we're just giving all this control to Elliott Wolf.
Why?
Which is I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Because let's just look at what Elliott Wolf's done with the Patriots, shall we?
Go ahead. Yeah, give me something.
Like why? So he got hired in 2020. He started with the Patriots in 2020. Let's just look at the Patriots since 2000, and then let's look at them since 2020. It's gone way downhill. That's exactly when Elliott Wolf entered the building. In charge of scouting. He's in charge of scouting. So that would insinuate that he's in charge of the draft picks, and him and Matt Groh and the boys. Just some really awesome draft picks.
And Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick,
to be fair. But they picked Kyle Duggar out of Lenore Ryan, who I still have not heard of. That was over Jalen Hurts and Trevon Diggs. Mac Jones. I mean, the 2022 draft class was Cole Strange and Tyquan Thornton, both of them over George Pickens. Last year they picked Christian Gonzalez, which that was a great pick, but they also picked Chad Ryland over Puka Nacua. So I don't know. I'm less so like it's like if they just hired this guy like from the Sphere and they brought him in, I'd be like, okay, let's see what this guy's got. But the fact, like, why didn't we look elsewhere? That's my question. Why didn't we look externally?
I think maybe we did, and it seems like we still kind of could. Like we haven't announced that he's the active GM, but it just seems like
he is though.
Him and Groh are kind of taking over.
Groh's in charge of the draft,
which he has been, player development or whatever it is. I also would like to know 2020 is when Tom Brady left, so it seems like there was a little more going on in the Patriots organization than being like, oh, let's get a good 4th-round draft pick, which is what it should have been on, but everything was about, like, can Belichick do this without Brady?
Quick reboot.
I'm not sure people were really worried about the draft stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah. It just hasn't been it hasn't been great.
I just want to say that. It hasn't been great. It hasn't been great, but also he might have free reign. Maybe he liked Puka Nacua, and Bill Belichick is like, we need a special team. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know how much control Bill Belichick really had, which everyone assumes it's 100%.
That's true.
When it comes to draft stuff and free agent pools, so maybe I'm fine with giving it a full. I'm fine with wiping it clean.
I am too. Honestly, I'm cautious about this stuff in terms of the coaching staff. It's the New England Browns right now, which is
well, it also the New England Packers, and I will say, here's what I got.
Okay, I'm pumped about all of them except one, by the way.
T.C. McCartney.
Yep.
Worked with Kyle Shanahan for a couple of years. Alex Van Pelt coached Rodgers, who was upset when he left, saying like he helped me with my play action and my footwork, blah blah blah.
This is McCartney.
This is AVP.
Yeah,
AVP.
MVP Rodgers season in 14.
Yeah, coached the Browns for the best years of their franchise that they've ever seen. He gets a lot of props for play action work, and the Browns were upset as well when he left, saying like they had to fire him because Deshaun Watson wasn't working, and they paid Deshaun Watson so much money that they need to make him work. But everyone, including all the coaching staff and all the players, were like, yeah, we love this guy, and he draws up good plays. The only concern is like he's never called plays before. But, yeah, I think he's going to be good. I'm just hoping. I don't know. I think he can be bad.
I like what I see. Look, it's like it sounds like dystopian to say that the Patriots are like, yeah, after Belichick leaves, we basically just get a lot of things from the Browns. And it's like, right, well, so we have this guy Van Pelt, and he's coached this Flacco year. Like he was the offensive coordinator. I mean, that's
four different quarterbacks, and they made the playoffs.
That seems huge. You know what I mean? And then so you got this guy McCartney, who you just mentioned. He was the tight ends coach this year in Cleveland, and Njoku and the other guy, I forget his name, both really good tight ends. McCartney also was the quarterbacks coach for the Broncos in 2019.
Yep,
he went 7-9 with like Flacco and Drew Lock were their quarterbacks.
Yeah,
team.
So maybe we'll just bring in Flacco.
Is that so crazy? We also have Scott Peters is now our O-line coach. He was the assistant Browns O-line coach. Also a great offensive line, Cleveland. So like, when you look at all these things, it's like Cleveland actually does a lot of things really well. And so if there's a team to take some guys from, Cleveland actually isn't the worst spot. And I like
and if you
play caller too. So maybe if Van Pelt does that, you know what I mean?
right, I agree. And if you remove Cleveland, like the stink of the Cleveland Browns, and just look at it from like the last 4 years, it's not as bad as it seems. Like they've won playoff games. Yeah, they've won the playoff game. They've been a couple times.
Yep, really talented.
A lot of good seasons. So I don't think there's a problem with that. It seems like all these guys are kind of built to run a quarterback that does a lot of play actions, like is more of a pocket passer, I want to say.
Sure.
Which I'm not like now that they're going to have their own offense, they can definitely scheme something up, do whatever. Obviously, they're good football minds. But it's like now if we're taking someone in the draft, I'm kind of leaning towards like Drake May.
Why is that?
Because if we could get like Kirk Cousins, sit Drake May for a year, I'd rather have Drake May running play action than Jaden Daniels, like them trying to take in Jaden Daniels and build an offense around him instead of like playing to their strong suits, which is like run the ball, run a lot of play action, take shots down the field, which like it is what it is. But I'm going to be happy with whoever we take if we take a quarterback. Well, but now I'm more in on Drake May than I was before.
Okay, so I've basically been penciling in my like gonna dive into Drake May because I've dove into all these other guys. I haven't dove into Drake May that much. But you might not have to worry about the quarterback thing because of this was a couple days ago, I think. According to Jeff Howe of The Athletic, if Elliott Wolf is the one who ends up running the show, which it seems like he is, expect the Patriots to give a long, hard look at drafting a left tackle with the number 3 pick.
All right.
Quote. That was the quote. That was the quote. So
who's that guy?
That's Jeff Howe. Jeff Howe of The Athletic.
Jeff Howe, you're dead to me. This is a serious threat. Don't report that ever. If you hear those words, light your notes on fire. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that.
Yep, it's happening.
Why would you ever ruin the dreams of a young man? Why would you take time out of your day to write an article that you know is just going to ruin people's dreams?
Joe Alt, baby. Joe Alt.
I mean, fuck.
Yep. I saw that. I was like, you're gonna love this. You are gonna love this. So,
maybe we'll. I don't know. Maybe
it's gonna be awesome. Well, we're gonna have a lot to talk about at least, which will be exciting. The only
I don't know. Yeah. All these guys they've like Aaron Rodgers played really with Baker Mayfield. Like these guys can hit their targets.
Yep.
Seems like Drake May is that kind of guy. Even if it takes a year to develop, I'm fine with it. And if we bring in like a veteran quarterback to get him going, I mean, that's kind of ideal for me and realistic, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I saw this argument in that regard where it's like, are we ever going to be like, fuck, we could have had Joe Alt, you know?
No.
It's like, I don't think so. But is there a great chance we're going to be like, damn, we really passed on Jaden Daniels?
And Marvin Harrison?
Yeah.
That is true. That is true. The upside is way higher.
You know? Way
higher. Joe Alt will never win MVP.
Right. Never. All right. He's really good. He's probably gonna be a really good left tackle
for 15 years, and that's great.
By the way, who could get hurt? Those guys get hurt all the time.
Get hurt. Yeah, and cost a lot of money. He could. I mean,
I saw a thing with Parcells talking about their draft in 2008 or something. They picked Jake Long, the offensive lineman, over Matt Ryan. The Dolphins did.
Okay.
And Parcells was like, probably should have taken Matt Ryan. Because Jake Long was good for 6 years, you know.
Also, either the quarterback coach or someone, I got confused, but one of them worked with Matt Ryan the year he won. He almost won.
Oh, really?
Nice. Yeah,
that's probably the McCartney guy if you work with Shanahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm in another pocket pass, pocket passer, but another good play action guy.
So the one thing that I don't understand, all of these moves have at least made sense to me. All of them, they're okay, I can see what we're doing here. I can see what we're doing. Taken from this pretty successful tree, especially with quarterbacks. Why on earth did the Patriots hire Ben McAdoo? I mean, this dude's been nothing but bad. Nothing but bad.
Okay. I don't know anything about this guy.
Okay.
This is where my analysis of football comes in, where it's I don't know anything about
I think football. You do know Ben McAdoo. He was the coach of the Giants when they were horrible.
Bob's brother? Oh.
Remember the boat trip season where it's yes, he brought him to the playoffs, but the season after, that was when he they benched Eli for Geno Smith and all that insane.
That.
So do you happen to know where Ben McAdoo was last season? May I ask?
If I were to take a guess, it would be a bad team.
He was Oh, okay. You don't know? This is awesome. Okay. So Ben McAdoo was hired for the Patriots to be an offensive assistant with Van Pelt.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, he spent all of last season as the offensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
big time. And if I need to remind you, they had a rookie quarterback who was horrible. 40 out of 47 play action rate, which is weird because all of these other guys are like huge play action guys, and McAdoo like hates play action. And 61.3% in terms of like expected completion percentage, which was the fourth lowest among all quarterbacks for Bryce Young last year. So again, all of these
so we have.
like, okay, I'm in. This makes sense. I'm with it. I'm with this vision. Ben McAdoo.
What I'm hearing is the offense is going to be really good, but have a couple bad games, and in those bad games, we can blame Ben McAdoo.
That'll be big. Maybe that's why.
We just need someone to put the blame on, and I'm fine with that. We can fire him like beginning of next year or something. That works for me.
Really insane.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't get the stink of Bryce Young with him. That would suck.
But it's just all the rookie quarterback thing. It's like, oh man.
It is. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all.
Doesn't help. But I'm in on Van Pelt. So
it just seems like I kind of like what Mayo's done. We've brought in people that haven't worked for the Patriots.
Yep.
Which is what we asked for. I know they're not
old guys.
Yes, young guys, old guys. They've all worked together for the most part, which is good because they'll have kind of a similar goal. And then Mayo's like, I'll just take care of the defense and everything, make sure everyone's doing good on offense. But like you guys, Van Pelt, all these guys, you take over the offense, which I'm fine with. And it's like, it just seems like it's going to build a different. Obviously, it like anything will be a different structure, but this definitely seems like it'll be a whole different thing than what Belichick's been doing in the past, where it's like, I'm just going to.
This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted.
So we asked for, and I'm not like upset, but for some reason, I'm not like super excited.
No, I'm not super excited, but I'm in, except for McAdoo. All right, that's Patriots land. Celtics?
Yeah, Celtics. Celtics are playing tonight, I think.
Xavier Tillman, welcome to the Celtics.
Huge. Welcome to the Celtics.
Great move by Brad.
Another great move. 2 second-round draft picks, which I'd consider a steal.
Take him.
He might not be anything crazy. Definitely doesn't score the ball very well. Kind of undersized for a big man, if I'm being honest. But he's thick and he's a good on-ball defender. So
I think he played 37 minutes against us.
Okay,
isn't that crazy? Because of how injured they are, the Grizzlies.
Oh right, yeah, right. He's injured right now, so I don't know if he played.
Oh really? Maybe. Oh okay. Maybe that was just the last game he played then. Oh yeah, it was. It was the last game he played.
He's injured right now, but it's like knee soreness. So I think they're just sitting him because the team's so bad.
End of January. My bad. Last time he played.
Yeah, they must have known that they were trading him. So they wanted to keep him healthy.
Minutes. So,
but
I love that. I wanted another. That was the only thing that I could really argue, that and like maybe a bigger guard because Pritchard, but like it doesn't really.
Yeah,
I would have loved another big guy, and we got a big guy, even though he's only 6'7", I think.
6'7", but for 2 second-round picks and some of Grant's trade exception, we have a guy that can actually play some playoff minutes compared to like Keita, who. Shout out to Keita. Keita's been awesome.
I love him. He played so well against the Pacers.
He's been playing so well, but he's not great defensively, and he's just kind of like
he's
athletic. He's not there yet, which is fair to say.
Yep.
And I don't really want to see too much of. Yes, young.
Yep.
I don't really want to see too much of Luke Cornett in the playoffs. So like, I'm happy we got a guy that we can put on the floor, and I'll be like, he'll just go. Like hack things up and maybe
he's like thick too. Like he's a big guy. He's 6'7", but he's a big 6'7". So
he's a big 6'7".
I want to say he's a good defender.
On that.
He seems like he'd be a good defender.
Yeah, that's what we needed. And we also still have a lot of Grant's trade exception left. So we're rumored to trade for like Kelly Olynyk. I think Chris Dunn was a name.
Providence legend. Chris
Dunn, Providence legend. Yeah, so we'll see. I just don't want to trade any more. I don't want to trade any people away.
Yeah.
Keep the team. If you got rid of like Luke Cornett, I'd be upset. But it seems like the chemistry is so good right now, and the team is like good anyway. It's not like we're struggling, so I don't see the need other than to add for a couple picks, maybe some cash. But I don't definitely want to trade anyone away.
I agree.
And I was also comparing it to some other trades. Like last year, 2 years ago, the Bucks traded 5 second-round picks for Jay Crowder, who then went on to play 19 games in the year. So 2 second-round picks for a guy that's
probably going to be better than that, you would think.
I mean, like the same. Like he won't be great, but he's the same. He's not going to knock down threes, but Jay Crowder is like let's be honest, Jay Crowder's a bench player,
Yep.
like a bad starter, and this guy will give us good minutes in the playoffs, hopefully. So it's like, what's the worst that can happen? It's a great trade,
Right.
another Brad masterclass.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm all in on it.
Yeah,
I think. Do we worry about? Are we worried about them yet? I don't think I am.
and
The
I'm not
West.
worried at all. I'm actually more in than I've ever been.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Just after those
because
weird
shout out,
teams.
big news: Jaylen Brown has entered the dunk contest, which
It's awesome.
I think is one of the greatest things the Celtics team. It's awesome that Jaylen Brown's doing this because we were 2, maybe 3 years away from this just being like bring in people that aren't even in the NBA to the dunk contest, like bring in these pro dunkers.
Yep.
Jordan Kilgannon in the dunk contest. Because what was the point? Like it was 4 guys. I think he's going against 2 guys that are in the G League.
Yeah, the Toppin and McClung, who won it last year.
Who did win last year, and he's awesome. But it's like we want to see. I mean, McClung's kind of like a star in the sense of like
Dunking,
social media and stuff like that. But like we want to see these all stars. He's the first all star since Victor Oladipo did it in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy. And I know a lot of guys were upset after all the Zach LaVine, like Aaron Gordon was robbed of 2 of them things. So they're like, why would I do it? Blah blah blah. But like you want this All Star Weekend to be fun, and if you're gonna start moving away from a real like game of basketball, like at least make like the 3-point contest is fun. Steph Curry's going up against INSQ, like that'll be fun.
That'll be so fun.
Make the dunk contest fun. Like you don't have to make it like 4 random guys that we don't know.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
So I salute Jaylen Brown for doing it.
Absolutely. He's been just trying to like murder people too all year.
I don't know if he's got a lot of finesse for like dunks.
Yeah, power.
He's got power, which might not translate very well to the dunk contest. But I'm excited to see what he's got.
Me too. Very excited. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who do you think will be like helping him? There's usually like a helper there.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, bro, Porzingis. Maybe he'll jump over Porzingis. That's his guy.
That'll be
Cookies
sick.
and cream.
Yeah, cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Cool. That'd be very.
Maybe
cool.
there's some of that. I also saw on Twitter, via Kristaps Porzingis, Joe Mazzulla just does his jiu-jitsu trainings at the facility.
Oh yeah,
he
saw that video.
He's just climbing all over a guy.
He's got to be a little acoustic or something.
Yeah, he has autism.
Mazzulla, yeah, big time. But in the Belichick way, it's like
in not a bad way at all. I mean,
not a bad way at all.
Which, not saying that there is a bad way.
No,
which is what that implies, but that's not what I was implying.
No, me neither. It's
a
way that is conducive to winning basketball games.
A way that helps him in the real world.
Yep.
You know?
Yes.
He doesn't care about. He doesn't want to like go on trains all day.
No.
Like, that's not going to pay the bills.
No, he's not one of those. No,
he's like basketball's awesome. I'm going to climb all over this guy while wearing a robe.
Yep.
And it was like Kristaps Porzingis just sitting there watching him, and he doesn't even like break.
Doesn't care.
He's so crazy.
He's awesome.
Like imagine going into like jog or like go lift some weights, and your coach is just crawling all over this guy.
Yeah, he's like, just Coach Joe. Yep.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Great. Want to transition to greater basketball land?
Yeah. What do you got?
Sweet. Just some random things, honestly. We could start maybe with all this.
I got a quick All-Star Weekend thing. CJ Stroud and Micah Parsons are both playing in the celebrity game.
For basketball. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is the game in where's the game? Texas? Somewhere in Texas?
I think they're doing it on the moon this year.
Really?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Actually have no idea. It's in Indy.
Okay.
I don't know why those two are playing.
Oh, I actually did know that because they put a basketball court in their airport.
And no one is allowed to play on it.
Yeah. So good way to spend taxpayer dollars.
Yep. Exciting.
What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. But I just love CJ Stroud. I want to say that.
Oh, he's going to be so cool.
And you can't love him. I love him. You can't love him because I was high on him and you weren't. So you have to stay committed to Bryce Young. You can't like everybody because my guy's CJ Stroud.
Okay. I do like Bryce Young. Bryce Young is going to be a good player next year with old Canales.
Sounds awesome.
Canales and his marriage doctrine that he made. Did you get that? Yeah.
Okay. You did tell me about that one, which is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. LeBron might be getting traded. What's up with that?
I don't think he's actually gonna. I think it was all a facade. He was using it. I think he came out, or someone. There was a report that came out and said he was just trying to like
rich ball.
use it to like get the Lakers to make a move. Which who knows? But he did like post a lot of Knicks stuff.
A lot of Knicks stuff with
A
the
lot of Knicks.
towel. What's up with
The
that?
towel. He was posting like the Big Apple stuff. It was weird.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
interesting. I just sort of landed on this one. I don't know where. I might have seen it somewhere, and I sort of went a little deeper with it. Imagine LeBron to San Antonio next year.
Yeah. I mean, I could fathom it.
It's intriguing. You know what I mean? Him and Wemby as a duo. Oh my god. Well, I think
who would they trade? Just a bunch of picks.
He'd be a free agent, right? I think his contract's up.
He might. You know what? He definitely did structure his contract so that way he could sign this offseason because Bronny was supposed to be drafted this year, but he's not very good. So
I know the thing about Bronny is like I keep watching him play, and I'm like, oh, whenever he like does something good, I'm like, oh, he's really good. He just doesn't do that many good things all the time. Like he's really
he's just young
and had a cardiac arrest 4 months ago. But I
also
was totally
his dad's LeBron James, so it's like why I have to live up to the expectation of LeBron James. It's crazy,
insane. But I mean, you get him and Wemby, and then maybe trade like their pick next year. Like they'll have a top 3 draft pick. By the way, I don't know if you've looked at the NBA mock drafts for next year. It is like remarkably bad.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of Jordan. No, what's his name? Not Jordan. That's the dunker I mentioned earlier. The kid from Kentucky.
I don't even know. The top 3 are all foreign dudes. I think that was the only one, Jovic or whatever. Jovic
that's
is
the way.
Really
that's the way the NBA is going anyway. But
but I mean, trade that pick for like a Zach LaVine or a Trey Young. Or...
I don't see the point in that. It's like LeBron's gonna like super old. Do we really think we can win in the window of 1 to 2 years while Wemby's still young? In a good, I mean, maybe
probably not.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth wasting all your future assets that you have to build around Wemby for 2 years of LeBron.
I just and with Pop, I just think it's like I have some Wemby stats. He's insane, but like he's
really good.
That combo would be so cool, like the best passer ever, probably.
Yeah, I mean it would be all time, but it was also like, I don't know. Are we going to go all in on a 39, 40-year-old LeBron?
So true. You want some crazy Wemby stats?
Sure, I guess.
Through his total points, their total blocks through his first 41 career games. Hakeem Olajuwon, 101. Oh, yeah. David Robinson, 119. Wembanyama, 128. It's insane. Total points. KD had 796. This is through his first 41 games. KD had 796. LeBron had 832. Wemby has 843, which is wild. Okay. Also, like Rudy Gobert's 2018 Defensive Player of the Year season. Gobert had 44 steals, 129 blocks. Victor Wembanyama's first 42 career games, 47 steals, 134 blocks.
Okay, so all right.
He's crazy. He's so good, and this is the worst version of him that we'll see.
Probably. Probably.
But, and they are horrible.
They're really bad. I took the under on their wins, so
10 and 4.
Yeah, they're bad. They are bad.
I think that's all you got in that regard.
my only thing I brought up was who in the NBA can actually win like the championship, and it's not as many teams as I thought.
Really? What are they for you?
So I'm going to go through. I got the power rankings pulled up here.
Okay.
Number 1 team is the Boston Celtics, 38-12. I think they can win the championship. Yes. Right?
Yes.
Number 2 ranked team in the league is the Clippers.
Yes.
Which, I think they can win, but it just seems like something's still kind of missing there. Like it's basically like the Celtics team without the chemistry. It seems like they have all the star power, but it's like Paul George. I don't know. Like I don't know who's taking the last shot. I don't.
Yeah,
they've
been humming. They've been
humming, and it's like all the Westbrook stuff has been good lately. I mean, I think they definitely can win. The Nuggets, yes, they can win.
But you do worry about them age-wise. Sorry, keep going.
You're worried about what?
Them like potentially breaking down. Potentially.
The Clippers?
Yeah.
Right. 4th ranked team is the Thunder. I don't think they can win.
I'd be really, really, really shocked.
I'd be shocked.
This is their first year in this. It's not how
not a lot of
every time in history we got a team like the Thunder. It usually takes them a year to
a couple of years. Yeah. The Cavs.
No, they've been. I mean,
right?
hey, they're like 14-1 in their last 15 though. But no,
Yeah, I don't know how they're ranked. Oh, that's why. But they're
yeah,
fifth ranked team. They are playing good, and Donovan Mitchell has somehow become underrated again.
yeah.
But I
I don't
don't
want to
think they
play them
have.
in the playoffs, but I don't.
No, I don't think they have the team to win. The Timberwolves
The
are
Timberwolves, like really good defensively. Obviously, they're like one of the best, if not the best, of
right.
defensive team. Offensively, though, unless it's like Cat is just having an insane game, or Ant,
Right.
who's still actually kind of inconsistent at times, is having an insane game. Like offensively, there's still some problems. I think.
No, there is. Anthony Edwards is like amazing when he's on, but when he's off, they don't really have anything to go to. And Karl Towns is not like we've tried this experiment for long enough. Like we know he's not a
He'll score
championship level
65,
player.
but it's like I don't know how
It's
much
not. He'll score 65 and get benched in the last 2 minutes and lose the game because
and
he's
have a
like
0 plus minus. Yeah,
yeah. So
agreed.
the
So I don't think
Knicks,
so. I don't think so.
the Knicks,
The Knicks would be. I mean, again, that's a team that I don't want to play just because they play so hard. But
but I
you
don't.
got to think that they're not beating some of
I
these
could
teams.
not. I could. My analysis for the Knicks is like imagine an NBA Finals commercial with the Knicks in it. Like no way.
Jalen Brunson as your best player. Like
No,
really,
I mean Julius Randle. I don't know.
really? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so. The
Have you got
Bucks.
yeah, okay, so here's the Bucks. 1-4 with Doc.
One of they're bad with Doc. Everything is pointing down towards them, but they like have Giannis and they have won a championship before. So that's I'd say
Yes.
they can win a championship.
Yes.
Although the Doc Rivers thing is now like Doc Rivers and Damian Lillard are two people that I'm like can't win a championship.
What a shock. Doc Rivers is
Yeah.
great. Okay.
Phoenix Suns.
This is where it gets interesting. I'm like, you gotta say yes. Do you have to
Yeah, I think you do. I mean, they might be doing the resting thing perfectly, like with Brad Beal, Katie, and Book. Like I think they're going to be all together for the last 20 games, and then all be healthy for the playoffs. Like I think they might have actually done the resting thing well. Which
And it's Vogel who's won it.
Yep, there's a team last year who in the playoffs like rested their guys perfectly. I forget who it was.
I forget
Whatever.
who it was, too.
I think the Suns could win a championship, though. I don't know. I could see them out of.
I could see it too.
Out of
I
all
could
the
see it
Western
too.
teams.
They have more
And then
pedigree, and again,
the rest of
the argument.
the rest of the league is the Kings.
No.
Like I don't think the Kings, the Pelicans,
bonus
no.
fifth,
Sixers.
bonus fifth in MVP odds and didn't make the All Star game.
Neither did De'Aaron Fox. Who De'Aaron Fox actually was exposed for being a terrorist the other day. So
Okay, nice. Yep.
right, no terrorists have ever won the
All-Star
finals.
game MVP.
76ers, no Embiid.
Yep.
Mavericks, no. Pacers, no. Magic, and then it's like the Lakers or the Heat.
Heat probably. Everyone else no.
The Lakers can't. You don't think?
I don't think Darvin Ham's really that good.
I don't think he is either, and I don't think any of their pieces have performed to what they've been expecting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't believe in Darvin Ham because I keep looking at this team on paper and I'm like, I love this team, and I said that.
Yeah,
like
me too. But then also at the same time, like Gabe Vincent hasn't been playing, and is Rui Hachimura like really that good?
Sometimes I think he is. Sometimes I don't.
Well, Gabe Vincent's hurt. I'm like, is Rui Hachimura that good? Yeah. Is Jared Vanderbilt like really that good? Do they have is Austin Reeves really a true?
Only in this month, apparently, the specific
option. Like he's a great scorer, but it's like he had a miracle run last playoffs. And if LeBron's not going to be scoring and Anthony Davis is like hurt or something, do we really trust Anthony Richards or Anthony? Who am I? Not Anthony. Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
my brain is literally not working. Do we really trust Austin Reeves to like win playoff games?
Yeah,
maybe, but he's also only done it for 1 year, so we'll see.
Hachimura and Vanderbilt would be like the perfect player if you just combine the two.
Yeah,
that'd be a really nice player.
It would. Hachimura needs some sort of offensive.
Yeah, and it's
move or something. Yeah.
So
let's count them out. We had Celtics, Clippers, Nuggets. We said no to Timberwolves, Bucks, Suns, and then maybe like the Miami Heat.
Yeah, but even then, I'm like, I'd be shocked if they actually won it.
So that's 6 teams, which is crazy.
Really 4, but Yet there's
Literally
teams like the
5 teams.
T-Wolves and the Thunder and the Cavs who are really, really good right now. So
5 teams. I know they're all really good, but it's like in the
and the
grand
Knicks.
scheme of things, like come playoff time, the Timberwolves probably aren't going to win the NBA Finals.
Right.
Yeah.
That sentence doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, quick Super Bowl stuff.
I have a prediction based in logic, and then
Okay.
I have the Andy Reid Belichick thing, and that is what I have.
Okay, I have my 3. Well, first I have my media week stuff.
Oh yeah, let's talk about.
I still hate media week. It's been terrible.
Well, yeah. I think I'm more tolerant of media stuff than you are, and I've never hated media week. I've actually like really used to enjoy it. This is the first year that I have multiple times been like, how did this person get in the building? What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate anything. So I'm a lover first,
of course,
and I'm a father second. No,
of course, yes.
but it's like, why are we even doing this? The clips we see on social media are
Insane.
They're funny because they're so like Patrick Mahomes was asked twice about his dad.
Yep.
Like, how are you a journalist?
Yep. And then Travis Kelce being like, who's gonna win a ring first, the 49ers, or get a ring first, the Niners or Taylor Swift? And he's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. And did you see this one was crazy, which I love this question. Brock Purdy was asked if he's ever been compared to looking like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah. He's like,
I mean, what are you doing? It's so funny though. I saw a quote too that said both of them need help to get the job done.
Okay. Hey, he did though. He got it done.
He did.
Yeah, geez, that's crazy. What's interesting is like it makes me feel weird as a person is like I know like 4 kids that are in Vegas covering the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I know. It seems like they're just handing these things out, and we didn't get one. Right. So
yeah, which is weird. It is weird that the Wagon Podcast was not given a ticket to Vegas. Strange.
We deferred. That's just my whole thing. It's like media week. It feels like no one's asking good questions, or at least I don't see them because I don't.
Theo Ash, that guy, that TikTok.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, but he was just with his phone, and he was like, "Hey, on that MVS, he was like on that go route at the end of the game. Like, were you expecting the safety to like pull in or pull out?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And then he like went into this whole thing, and like when they get asked an actual football question, they're like, "Oh,
it's cool." Yeah, it is cool.
But
yeah.
The media row is always again. I usually say it's always fun. Hasn't been as fun this year. The Bussin' with the Boys guys made me feel good as a podcast that constantly has technological issues. The Bussin' with the Boys guys had like a bunch of huge people on this week, as most of the podcasts do. Because
Mike Vrabel.
Do they have Vrabel on again?
No, I was just making a huge person joke.
Well, they always have Vrabel on, but they had like Big Cat on and everything, and their audio is just also virtually non-existent.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. I mean,
it's great. It's so good.
It is good. So I also made my final predictions.
Okay, predictions.
These are here's who I would bet on. I did 3.
Okay.
I would bet on the Chiefs
to win.
Because why would you? Whoa, you see that? What was that?
Didn't do it when I did it. That's crazy. What the fuck? What the hell? Whoa!
You try. You do it.
Dude, why do you get the thing? That's so wild. You're the thumbs up king.
I would bet on the Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes as an underdog. Why would you not? Like, what do you? If you're gonna lose a bet, you'd want it to be on the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to bet on the 49ers and then be like, how did I bet against Patrick Mahomes? Am I stupid?
Right.
So that's the only option you have there. Who do I want to win? I want the 49ers to win.
Okay.
Obviously. But who do I think will win? I don't know because I'm stupid, but I said the 49ers. Like, I don't know. They're just giving me vibes of like that Bucs team from a couple years ago that actually figured out how to beat the Chiefs. I have nothing that compares the two. I think Nick Bosa will have a good game and get to Patrick Mahomes. Like, if they can pressure Patrick Mahomes and run the ball well, it seems like that couldn't hurt. There's no formula to really beating the Chiefs. That's the thing.
No.
There's no way to just beat the Chiefs. So I don't know. You're not going to be able to draw anything up that's like a definitive way to beat Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid.
That's why
I
I'm
think
like, how are they favored?
I know. I
don't
don't know.
how they're favored. It's very odd.
I mean, they are stacked.
They're stacked for sure, but
They did almost lose to the Lions. They haven't really beat anyone in the playoffs. That's been great, but
yeah, that's where my prediction is. I'm going the logic route to prove me wrong in the championship weekend because I used logic and went with the Ravens. But looking back on it, I didn't really use the right logic. Now I'm going to say the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl because the 49ers have kind of quietly struggled to beat elite defenses all year. Like, they got killed by the Ravens. They lost to the Browns. Those are 2 top 6 defenses. Those are some of their losses in the regular season. They also in the postseason, also in those 2 regular season games, Purdy looked horrible. If you recall, it wasn't great in either of those games. Like, really bad. It was really good besides those games, but those games really bad. And in the playoffs, they played the Packers and the Lions. The Packers have the 17th ranked defense, and the Lions have the 19th ranked defense. So nothing crazy there, and they sort of barely beat them. Now, the Chiefs, meanwhile, probably have the best defense in the league. It's ranked second. They're elite for sure. They're nasty. They played the Ravens and the Bills and the Dolphins, 3 offensively gifted teams, and shut them all down. They don't let up points in the fourth quarter. It's crazy. And like sort of conversely, the Dolphins, Bills, and the Ravens all had top 10 defenses, and they're all pretty soundly beaten by the Chiefs. So like, it's kind of like, I don't know, the one thing that the 49ers struggle with, like the Chiefs totally have. Also, the 49ers defense thrives on interceptions, I noticed. They're first in the league in interceptions. And just like how the Ravens and the Bills were, they're tied for third, the Ravens and the Bills, on interceptions. And Mahomes never turns the ball over. He just does not throw interceptions. So it's basically like their best skill is completely nullified, seemingly. So with anything can happen because it's one football game, and it's, anything could fucking happen. But with that logic, I'm going with the Chiefs.
All right, that's fair. It also seems like the Chiefs somehow are hungrier, like, to win a Super Bowl, although they've done it before.
Like how,
And the 49ers, like, Shanahan has to prove that he's a Super Bowl winning coach. Like, McCaffrey has never won a Super Bowl. Like, none of these guys have really won Super Bowl. Trent Williams, like, needs a Super Bowl. And they seem to be, like, it seems to me that they wrote off the fact that they basically told themselves they won the Super Bowl last year because their quarterback was hurt. They were like, oh, yeah, we basically won the Super Bowl, so we're going to cakewalk to the Super Bowl, which they kind of have. But it seems like they're not, like, as much of – it doesn't seem like they got that dog in them like they should. Like, the Chiefs just have it, which is weird because this is their 4th straight Super Bowl, whatever it is. But it just doesn't seem like they're acting like it, They do. Yeah. It's just really so similar to the Brady stuff, which is why that's why I want the 49ers to win, because, like, why would I want – and I don't want another one. Like, let's just open the league up.
I saw this thing too where it was like Mahomes is kind of entering the territory that Brady was in, when like opposing teams would just like freak out sometimes and like do like random things, like seemingly just because they're playing Mahomes. Like, why did the Ravens go away from the run? Like, why? Why are they doing these things?
I know.
Like, they just like psych themselves out kind of just because they're playing Mahomes. So yeah,
I know. I don't know. There's no, like I said, there's no way to game plan to beat Patrick Mahomes. Like, there's no.
Also, I have no idea how this game's gonna go. Like, they're two really.
That's what I was like. That's when I was looking at like articles and stuff. That's my football brain being like, I have no idea. Why am I trying to
either way?
Don't listen to us for anything. Although, if you are a betting man, the Chiefs is the right bet, because you either win with the Chiefs or you lose. You lose and you're like, I lost to a good team. But if you bet on the 49ers and they lose, it's like, how the fuck did I let Patrick Mahomes take my money again?
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
That's us. That's Super Bowl end. Well, I'm sure we'll have a bunch of takes following the Super Bowl.
Well, I got a lot of bets.
Oh, you have more bets? Let's go. Let's do them.
Oh my God, I have so many. I mean,
those were them. Okay, let's go.
No. If you pull up any illegal betting website, it is insane what they have. So I put a list of like 15 down here. I'm just going to rifle through them for the people. Christian McCaffrey to score. I didn't look at the odds for this. I just put minus 7,000 because I figured it probably would be. Yeah. Nick Bosa, 2+ sacks is plus 350. Love that. Over 2.5 players to throw a pass, plus 160. Love that. Coin flip to be tails is 30 of the last 57. So I think it's going to stay hot. Odds would tell you that it goes back to heads, but I think it's going to stay hot. The game to end in a scoregami plus 2,500. That would be electric. first touchdown to be by a quarterback, plus 1,000, has happened in 2 out of the last 3 Chiefs Super Bowls. That's a stat. That's a stat. Last play of the game to be a knee, plus 200. That seems like a lock.
Yep.
This one is storyline bet. Travis Kelce, Super Bowl MVP, plus 1,200. I mean, how awesome would that be with Taylor Swift? Like the whole, I won a Grammy, I won the Super Bowl MVP. Let's fuck right on stage, whatever.
Slaps him after the game. That's for almost losing.
Yeah.
That's for winning.
Reba McEntire, who will be singing the national anthem. Reba McEntire, I took over 1 minute 28 seconds to sing the anthem. I did some research. She sang at the Cowboys game in 1999, and she took her time. She took her sweet time.
Okay.
She's got a great voice, but she really, really rung the bell on that one.
Okay, cool.
So we're taking the over. Purple Gatorade, plus 500. The Chiefs did it last year with Purple Gatorade. Had 10-1 odds, so odds are down a lot.
Okay.
So that tells you something. Drake to curse the 49ers and wear 49ers gear is plus 130. I mean, if I can get a plus sign on that, I'll take it.
Is that just Drake to wear 49ers stuff, or is it Drake to wear it and lose?
Drake to wear 49ers gear.
Okay. Wow.
That's a crazy bet.
Crazy.
You could just text Drake and be like, please wear 49ers gear.
Well,
and then he could just bet it himself.
Yeah, full circle.
This one is a wagon special here. There to be a Coors ad before there's a BMW ad, minus 185.
Wow.
If we're anything, we're a Coors podcast, but I can't believe there's a line for that.
That's insane. Why is it
another?
BMW?
It's just there's an infinite amount of commercials you could bet against. There's one for like Skittles versus Oreos.
That's wild.
Like you can do anything.
Okay.
Reba McEntire, you can bet on the color of her hat and the color of her boots. I took brown boots plus 325. I mean, brown's just such a common type of boots. Like plus 325 seems like a lock.
Yeah.
That's all I had, but there are some other ones that are like,
That's insane. Oh, that's all.
I'm going to pull them. That's all I got. That's my card.
That's an insane list.
Dude, wild. It's like you can bet like who will be the first player the camera looks at when like singing the national anthem. Like, will either team convert a 4th and 20?
What are you like plus 3,000?
Yeah. Will the first down measurement chains be broken during the Super Bowl?
Broken? Like
I don't even know what that means.
What are the odds?
There's just crazy stuff to bet on. So I mean, honestly, it's more fun to do to bet on this, in my opinion, than to take. It's how long will it take Andre Day to sing "Lift Every Voice" and sing over 132 seconds? His favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who will be shown first during the national anthem? Travis Kelce or Christian McCaffrey? And it's like Christian McCaffrey's favored by a bunch. Like why?
Why? So confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. First TV advertisement: Popeyes versus Dove. I don't know who's setting these lines, whatever it is, but
are these are illegal sites?
Yeah, this one is, but I've bet on this many a time.
That's great. Okay, so not that illegal. That's wild.
No, but I didn't get paid out, so
yeah. Okay, so
made like $200. I was betting
in crypto.
I was betting in crypto on the NBA like video game league.
Oh, okay. The 2K
Yeah.
Good.
COVID. Prime COVID. All right, Super Bowl week.
That's it. I'm hoping I make it till Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be a real shame.
Yeah. It was Groundhog Day this past week, and I was like, "How?"
Shout out Phil.
Shout out Phil, that piece of shit. Because how
summer's coming quick
is this whole thing? It's the Phil's accuracy in terms of predicting an early spring or late winter, 39% all time.
Yeah, guess what? That is the best batting average in MLB history.
Okay.
He is a immediate Hall of Famer, first ballot.
I mean, 39%.
What is the highest batting average?
Did Ted Williams hit 400?
In a season, but like for a career? Highest batting average is 366, Ty Cobb. I mean, he's blown him out of the water. I mean,
so maybe
immediate Hall of Famer.
Okay, so maybe that is good. Punxsutawney.
Yeah.
It's unreal. I also saw a thing where it was like Punxsutawney Phil has this magic elixir that keeps him alive forever, but not his wife. So he has to keep remarrying. And I was like, where? I was like,
I saw something that said in like 2008 or 7 or something, they'd like dropped him and he died.
oh God, really?
Yeah, yeah,
They
they
were
were
housing market crash.
right away. Yeah, I think it
Bad
was.
omen.
Yeah,
Oh God,
I know.
that's crazy.
What do you mean he takes in elixir that makes him like last for?
You tell me. I'm not an expert in the Groundhog game. That's what
He's
there's rumor
immortal,
that yeah, I guess so. But his wife
and
isn't.
and that's who we're giving it to.
They don't give it to his wife, so he has to
Or don't give it to
new Groundhog.
don't give it to his wife.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Groundhog's married for life. But also, why are we giving the elixir to like a groundhog? Why don't we give it to like never mind a human, but like a cooler animal?
Who else?
Like the Easter Bunny?
Who else is going to predict the spring correctly a third of the time?
Yeah. I also new thing I'm on. Let's just make the year 13 months.
Okay, why?
Every first would be a Sunday, or no, every first would be a Monday, and every 30, it would be 28 days every month. Every 28th would be a Sunday, and every month would be 4 weeks perfectly.
Oh, it'd be perfect if it was just 13.
Yeah, every every month would be 4 weeks perfectly. It would line up so well.
Wow, let's start doing that. Well, we can't have 13. Yeah. That's a bad number. That's Taylor Swift's favorite number.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know who the hell this is. All right, you guys got me. I break. Who the hell is Taylor Swift?
all right.
The gig's up. I break. Who is it?
I don't know. Someone tell me.
Guys, tell me. The stick's up. All right. The stick's up.
This Swift lad. All right.
Who the fuck is Taylor Swift? Okay.
Thanks for watching.